You already know what we do over here, and we show love to the people, the up and coming artists, the up and coming entrepreneurs. That's why for only $100, we promote your product on all our social media platforms. When we say all our, it's really just me for Dolo, but you know, I like to spread love to the people, so I feel like it's all ours. You know what I'm saying? So that's on my Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube community, and my Threads account. Listen, man, and we do interviews over here. And if you want to get interviewed, 35-minute interview, just hit me up. Everything is on the DM at Doggie Diamonds. I will give y'all my email, but then y'all start sending me shit that I don't want. And you know, I had to mark you as spam. We ain't doing that. Let's go. Let's talk to some new artists. This is the next wave. Let's go. So, you're not a new artist, but you new to my platform. You might be new to my audience. We had like a little prior conversation. Introduce yourself to the people.
Yo, it's your boy Mar-Var from Wilmington, Delaware, the first state.
That was the first day ever?
The first state.
Wow, you just taught me something. I ain't know.
No, man, look, we gonna learn today.
Wow, so it was the 13 colonies, and then it became states, and then Delaware.
Yeah, we was the first one that was, you know what I mean?
Wow, that's interesting. That's dope. That's dope.
Tax-free. You don't gotta spend no taxes when you pay stuff. You see $1, it's $1. Ain't no $1.19, $1.10, none of that.
All right, I'm on my way. I got the move.
Come on.
Yeah. So Delaware, who are some notable people that come from Delaware in the industry?
People from Delaware. We have people that root for people. We have like entertainment, like actors. But like on a real high, like superstar level, it's not too many. I don't know what you consider a superstar. Right now, we have like in the NBA, we got Bones, Busy for what do you play for? Timberwolves, I think. Dante DiVincenzo, he plays for
he was a Knick. He was a Knick. That's all I remember. He was a Knick. Yeah, that's all I remember. He was a Knick. I don't know where he at right now. I think he on the Wolves as well.
So for sports, that's like something recent.
Right.
But like before that, we have like people that root for artists. And we had someone that just got a Grammy. He did a song with my man PC Beats. He's actually, I have a beat battle like every last Sunday of the month. I do down here for producers. He's actually gonna be there this Sunday. He won a Grammy for I forget what song, but he won a Grammy. He actually produced the song with what's Rev run daughter, Angela, the one when she in the car.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. Yeah, that's what's up.
He produced that track. So we got people that make a lot of noise, and you know what I mean, still trying to make things happen. We got my man that passed away, Bobby Dimes. He had a song called "I'm from Delaware."
Okay.
With Petey Crack. We got Shiz with Socks in the Air that was making some noise around here in the tri-state area. But we still trying to get that superstar that could change our whole dynamic of being a small city and having, you know, we surrounded by New York, we surrounded by Philly, Jersey, Virginia, Baltimore. We surrounded by, we could get to every place in like 2 hours or less.
So y'all call yourself the tri-state as well?
Yeah, the tri-state.
Okay, yeah. Because our tri-state is New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut.
Yep.
That's our tri-state. That's crazy. I didn't even know that. So y'all are the D in the DMV though, right? Yeah.
Nah, actually, yeah, it was Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia.
Right. So
that's the DMV, but we also the tri-state, which is Philly, Jersey, and Delaware.
Word?
Yeah.
See, we gonna learn today because I ain't know that either.
Like Jersey, like 10 minutes from here.
Right.
You know what I mean? Southern Jersey. You know what I mean?
So you talking about like Willingboro and places like that?
Lower than that. Lower than that. Salem, Pennsgrove, Pennsville.
Damn.
Yeah.
Right. So, what's your music scene like? If it's nobody really ever made it from the town, what's the music scene?
Music is popping. The music is what you hear around. It's everything. Everything that you hear, mainstream, we have it here. Everything from R&B, neo soul, hip hop, underground hip hop, whatever. We have everything.
So
it's just that we're a small city, and you know, small cities. Nobody going. Ain't no corporation, music corporation gonna come here looking for artists.
Right.
when
Cause
you don't even have, say you only have 50,000 people that buy music in the state, and probably out of that, 20,000, 10,000 may buy hip hop.
right, right.
It
Yeah.
ain't no market. So we got to go outside of here and market ourselves to be able to make something. You know, that's what I did to be able to make a name, to get my name to grow.
And that's why you on here today. So yeah. So the reason why I'm asking that, because when we think of DMV, we know of Virginia. Virginia, a lot came out of Virginia. We know
Hmm.
about Maryland.
Uh-huh.
And but it's like when we get to the D of the DMV, pause for y'all weirdos. It's like who so that you got some big shoes to fill.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a lot of shoes. You know, because the whole thing is that I just represent the culture of hip hop.
Okay.
It ain't where
Okay.
you from.
Is
It
where
ain't
you
where you
at.
from.
Rakim
It's
told us
what you
that.
it's what you
Right,
represent.
right, right.
You
Okay.
know what I mean? And my journey just been about my life. Been about this been like my self therapy. So everything I
Right,
write down and everything I create is coming from my own self experiences.
right.
You know, and so it's a lot of, it sounds soulful, hip hop. I got a little everything. Like I really don't have no direction, but my main thing is more like you'll feel like a lot of soulful stuff because I talk a lot of pain, but try to put it in a melodic way.
Yo, I'm gonna be real with you. That is my favorite style of hip hop. My favorite style is soul. I love West Coast. That was
Uh
like
huh.
I ain't gonna front out. I was always in love with West Coast from Ice Cube.
Yeah.
But my favorite style of hip hop is soul, melodic, jazzy stuff because I feel like you can speak. I don't really care about the bottles and the girls and the cars, but
Yeah.
when I feel like I get to know you through your music, and then when
Uh
I
huh.
find the similarities that resonate with me, it makes you more relatable to me.
Got you.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
and and also, besides me being an artist, I'm also the producer for myself. So I produce
I
all
love
my
it.
tracks also.
What you
You
use?
know.
What you use?
Um, right now and up to date, I'm using Logic. I'm old school though. I like the MPC, the Triton,
Let me go get my
ASR
SP
Rex.
1200 and bring it in here.
Yeah.
I really literally could. Everybody know my SP 1200 is in the other room
Oh, you got the SP. Okay.
from
Okay. So
from
you know what I'm talking about.
1993. Yeah, from the I had
Yeah. Mine's is 98. I got
my
the XL with the flip screen.
yeah, mine's is 93. I got an SP 1200 in that room, an MPC 37, and a machine. And then I
Wow.
got I got my MacBook Pro. I have Studio One on there.
Got you. Got
Yeah.
you.
I couldn't get with Logic, bro. I don't know. It just
No, I couldn't get with Logic either. I'm like,
yeah.
yo, this is
I
like.
couldn't understand it,
But
man.
then what? But you know what? I'm gonna tell you what helped me with Logic with
Okay.
transferring everything from analog to the digital stuff was Logic. I had to get more detailed into the sound, EQing, learning the
Right.
plugins and all that. Before I was just raw, boom,
Right,
bap,
right, right,
da da
right,
da
right,
da.
right, right,
The
right, right.
engineer helped me out a little, and we gonna go with that. But now it got me into more of the really wanting to get that sound real clean and sound, but still have that analog kick with it,
Right.
that thunk with it, where it don't sound too clean and too you know what I mean, too
Yeah,
digitalized.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
So you know where I come from on the Mac, because I'm Mac and PC. Right now we on the
Okay.
PC, right? So on the Mac, I come from Cubase in the window.
Uh-huh.
So that was my first digital. Of course, Pro Tools, everybody got Pro Tools, but I had
Yeah.
Pro Tools with the Digi 01. So that goes to
Okay.
show how far back I went back with the
Yeah.
Pro Tools. We Digi 01, back when you had to put the sound card in the computer. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Now,
Yeah.
now we got, hardware devices where it says USB, and that's it. But I first learned Nuendo, and I love Nuendo. So when I'm using Studio One, it's a lot like what I know. And me, if it ain't broke, don't try to
Don't
fix
fix
it,
it.
man. Yeah,
Yeah.
some dudes hear a new program and they want to go. Listen, man, I just do what work for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's but that's all about us. Like I tell producers now, like the younger producers on the up and coming and stuff, I'll be like, yo, you don't gotta worry about buying $300,000 equipment, even though it ain't like that no more. You don't gotta worry about
Lucky,
doing,
they
you know what I
lucky
mean?
ass though. They
I
lucky
know they
ass.
lucky. They lucky.
They
Yo,
lucky,
I said,
bro.
yo, if you got pots and pans and got a microphone and can make something out of that, that's what it's about being
Right,
creative. It ain't
right,
about following the next person and all that. You could look at everything that just say, you could look at everything that Dr. Dre, Tim, Neptunes, whoever. got in their studio and buy everything they got. That don't mean you're gonna make it sound like
Right.
they stuff. Nah.
Let me tell you what's real, right? Because remember when Jay-Z went to see Timbaland
Uh-huh.
in the Fade to Black album, the Fade to
Yeah.
Black movie. Timbaland had all them keyboards. He had all that
Yep.
equipment. What did he go touch though?
I think it was a Triton or
That
Trinity.
ASR 10.
ASR 10.
He went to that
with
ASR.
the dirt off my shoulders.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He
Yup.
went to that. He played all them beats off that ASR 10. So he had all that shiny shit. He went right back
Yeah.
to he knew
Right back to
that was probably his
yeah.
first machine. That probably was his first machine. So
My first machine was an ASR X.
right.
The beat joint, not the keyboard, you know,
Okay,
the beat.
okay, yeah.
That was my first joint in 96.
Damn. Yeah.
You know, that's when I started making beats in 96. Then I got the MP in 99, then I got the Triton in 2001.
Yeah.
Then I was just going hard from there.
Right. See. Did you start producing like most artists start producing because nobody wanted to get them beats?
That's one.
Yeah.
Other thing, I didn't want to pay for beats.
Okay.
Other thing, people wasn't feeling the energy that I had from my songs that I was writing.
Okay.
You couldn't understand what I wanted to create. I was beyond the producers that I was working with here. They couldn't come with what I wanted to do.
Got you. They couldn't match the
understand
vibe.
what
They
I'm
couldn't
saying?
match the vibe. They couldn't match the vibe.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Plus, my passion for music, I started studying it in the late 80s when I was probably like 8, 9. You know what I mean? I started studying it, start getting records, grabbing them, coming home, arranging, listening to the arrangement, listening to the music. First of all, my mom and my father helped me influence me with the music since I was younger.
Okay.
My mom played the piano.
Oh.
My father write and he sing.
Okay.
And he produces. So it was kind of like in my blood already. And then I just had the passion from both of them more than all my brothers and sisters.
Understood.
You know, so
Understood.
I'm in there taking stuff home, studying. Nobody holding my hand, nothing. This was passion. And I'll be telling these cats, like, besides having a talent, if you have passion, that will take you further than sometimes your talent.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying? Because you got the passion for something, you know? And that's what, when I start hearing like the Doggie, like the Chronic album, I start hearing the Chronic album and I'm listening to it, my pop like, yo, you know, this beats ain't new. I'm sitting there fascinated.
Right.
Stuff. He
Yeah.
like, yo, man, this ain't new.
That's
dog.
Parliament. That's all Parliament.
Then we go back to his crib. He go grab the record, put it on. I said, yo, I'm thinking my man here making the drums, the synthesizer, well, he probably did the synths, but the violins, but it was already on the track. So it started opening up my brain to producing, to having a better understanding than a lot of cats that was 8 and 9 years old. Nobody was really doing that, like really thinking that where I'm from. You know what I mean? So that transition into DJing. Now I'm DJing at my pop party, not no real big DJ, but just spinning records for him and stuff like that while he doing stuff downstairs.
Understood.
You know what I mean, Luke? So I start doing that, and I just, my fault. In between that, I'm at my mom's crib with my older brother, and I'm sitting there taking the last 8 measures of a beat, doing the pause tape joint. You know, the knives.
If you didn't do the pause tape, you ain't hip hop.
No, but look, nobody. This automatically happened. I had no one around me to tell me to do that.
Right.
Show me. This is just this is part of the passion.
Right.
When you got passion, creative stuff just start coming to your brain. Like wow, I didn't even know I was doing it. So it take me about an hour to get 5 minutes worth of worth.
You know what? You know what though? I don't want to cut your bill, but I want to say that that's just so essential what you're saying about passion, because passion is an emotion, right?
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes with passion, people think it's bitterness and anger too when you're passionate, right?
Yeah, there we go.
So when you're passionate, because passion is what you have, but the act, what you express is you're passionate, right? When you're passionate about your craft, whether it's your music, about my YouTube or whatever, people think you're angry. I'm not angry, or they might think you angry. You're not angry. This shit is real, for like, this is your real life, like blood, sweat, tears, and it's not nobody's fault that you not on it. You know what I'm saying? You don't look at it like that because you put yourself on. You make your own beats. You write your own raps. But you love what you do so much, and you just want it to resonate with the people.
Yep.
That's all. So it's not,
That's it.
it's not anger when you see me like, yo, man, y'all gotta watch this video because I might have been giving you some jewels. But then what I started to realize was everybody ain't gonna get it, man.
Nope.
Everybody not gonna get it. You're gonna have a chosen few. You know, it's gonna be a chosen few. It's something that so I want the audience to know me and you have never had a prior conversation ever. This is
Never.
the first time I ever saw your face. You know what I'm saying? Literally,
Yeah.
we don't even follow each other on social media. We'll
Nope.
correct that
Nothing.
now, but we don't. Like, this is our first time ever talking in life, right?
They probably thought we talked before.
Yeah,
and all that
exactly.
stuff.
Yeah. But you mentioned parents.
Uh-huh.
I grew up with no parents, right? My
Okay.
mother died when I was 2 years old.
Oh,
And by the
sorry to
time,
hear that.
yeah, by the time I was probably like 6, 7 years old, my father was fully immersed as a crackhead.
Okay.
So, but prior to my father falling victim to substance abuse, he used to play records. And
Okay.
that's what, and you know, it's funny because, excuse me, a lot of the records that he played, I end up sampling them records later on in life because I remember him playing them records. And I was like,
Yeah.
I didn't know nothing about sampling, of course, back then. I didn't know that, but I was like, I remember that. You said your mother played piano.
Mm-hmm.
Is your mother still here with you? See, that's something. Now, look, that's something that I could resonate with. You understand
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying?
I was blessed to have 31 years though. You know what I
Listen,
mean?
listen. You know what's funny? every day that you have somebody that you love,
Mm-hmm.
you should always be thankful
No doubt.
because we never
No
know
doubt.
what tomorrow holds. Like today is really, literally today. We hope for a better tomorrow, but we here today. We here right now in the
Yo,
moment.
and that's another thing I also evolved as an artist is playing. I incorporate the piano, the keyboard in my shows
I did
when I
see
do it.
that though. I did
So
see that. I
so
did see
that's
that because
yeah. So
I saw you on the
yeah
come up. Finn, you know, I used to do the come up
yeah
DVD.
yeah yeah
Yeah,
yeah
you know
yeah
what I'm saying? Yeah.
yeah
So when I
yeah
saw you, I'm like, "Oh, this nigga playing the keys and rapping at the same time.
yeah
That's what you picked
yeah.
up from Mom Duke?
But that's my mom's. That's my
Okay.
mom's side right there. You know what I mean? Because that's all of it is it's a mixture of both of them because
Okay.
they both are musical people. My mom played the pianos, but also you know how you go to your grandmom's cribs and stuff like that. I don't know. I know you said you didn't grow up with your moms, but you know
Yeah.
how you go up to
I
your
grew up with my
grandparents'
grandmother. I grew
cribs
up with my
and stuff
grandmother.
like that. But on the way back to the crib, back to the hood, back to my mom's spot, you know what I mean? We listen Sundays around here. They used to have on WDAS, they had these oldies but goodies. So for the whole ride, all Sunday from 5 o'clock to whenever we get home, we listening to every single hit oldie joint. I'm learning as I'm listening. She's
Right.
singing. I'm learning. She's singing. We hear hot joint. She got us singing with her. We like that. That was my whole family. We was real musical. We speak through music. We show love through music. My mom sitting me on her lap,
Right.
in Pampers, just
Right.
hitting the piano while
Right.
she's singing, like, nah, do this, play this, do
Right.
this.
Right.
I don't know
Right.
how to
Right.
read no notes, man.
Right.
I
Right.
don't know how
Right.
to write no notes or
It's
read notes.
all
I just go,
your
I hear stuff.
your ears, your
Yeah, I
note.
just
Yeah.
hear it and I
Yeah.
just do what I do. I ain't
Mm-hmm.
no master of this. There's a billion people better than me at this. But my passion and the way I do it,
There that go
I'm a
again.
shine.
Yep. Yep.
You
Yep.
feel
Yep.
me?
Let's put
I'm gonna make it look like I'm a master of this.
so having your mother for 31 years, did it
Mhm.
change you musically after she passed?
It changed my whole get musically, my whole life, period. You
Let
gotta
them
understand
know. Let them know.
my mom, she passed away from cancer. She had cancer, multiple myeloma. That's a cancer of the blood.
Mm,
She got diagnosed in 1998. Your
hmm.
life expectancy to live with that cancer was 3 to 5 years at the time.
Okay.
She passed away in 2012.
Okay. Damn.
So she lived probably way longer than what, and the reason why she lived way longer, again, I'm gonna go back again, is because of her passion for life, her passion for
Mm,
her kids.
mm,
Passion keeps you going too.
mm-hmm.
It ain't just, you know what I mean? It keeps you driving. You hear stories about people saying, "Oh, I went to go see my peoples, and as soon as I left, they passed, but they was already sick, but they was waiting for you." It was
Right.
that passion they had waiting for you that's keeping
Right.
them alive till you get there.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So the
Mm-hmm.
passion my mom had kept her alive for 13 years of the, you know what I mean, for the cancer. But after she passed away, it was like me losing everybody in my life that was important to me. I
Mm,
had my mom was my counselor. She was my my hero, my celebrity, my doctor,
Your mother.
my lawyer,
Your
my
mother.
assistant,
Right.
my you know,
Right.
a real one. You know
Right.
what I mean? Not no fake one, a real one.
Right.
You know what I mean? So losing something like that, I think anybody, it's gonna do something. It changes you. It changed me crazy dramatically.
Right.
You know, I ain't want to do music no more. You know what I mean? As soon as she passed away in June 29th, 2012, she passed away, had a funeral July 13th. You know what I mean? I'm going through it, going through the motions, plus going through other personal stuff on top of that I'm dealing with. It's crazy.
Was
So
you was you ever a
probably like
knuckle bro, was you ever a knucklehead?
what?
I'm just saying
Man, I
because
always
yeah, because I know when you suffer them losses, you either because this is the educational part too, right? You either
Mhm.
gonna go deeper down that rabbit hole of
Yeah.
knuckleheadism, or you gonna get right.
The only reason why I didn't go deeper down the knucklehead route because I got kids.
Okay, okay,
I got 4 daughters. Before
okay,
at the time I had 2 daughters,
okay.
you know, and you know, something got to keep. It's just like when my mom passed away. You know, when you're younger, well, when you're younger, you like, yo, man, if I lose this person, I'm gonna go crazy. Yo, I'm gonna go crazy if I lose this. But when you get older, you ain't thinking about. Well, when you're younger, you're not thinking about being older, having people that you gotta take care of. If you go crazy, what's gonna happen to them?
Right,
You know what I mean? Who gonna be strong to hold your sibling up that's probably going through it right here? They ain't strong like you.
right.
You know what I mean?
Make a lot of sense. Yeah.
So some things we think when we immature, once we get to the stage of being mature enough to have an understanding, things is different. So losing her, definitely, I went crazy. But as I'm going crazy and losing my sight and losing my love and passion for stuff, I'm getting more stuff. I'm in a double XL. I'm in I got the radio station. I got a radio FM station out here. I'm running. Like all these opportunities are coming to me right after she passed, and I'm not really, you know what I mean? I'm not really care about it. I'm like, all
Right,
right, I'll
right,
ride
right,
with y'all. I do it. I'm going with it. Let's ride. But I ain't really care about that stuff, man.
right.
You know what I mean? It hurt. You know what I
Um,
mean? It still hurt.
yeah.
Every day it hurt.
I mean, it is what it is. You know, in that situation, and nobody could tell you how to mourn, how long to mourn.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm glad that you was able to turn tragedy into triumph and you still
Yeah.
here. And then now you
Yeah.
got them babies
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
gotta be for there for the way she was there for you.
And that's why when I play the piano, that's always dedicated to her.
Right,
Every time I play.
right,
I don't gotta say it. I'm just gonna play it, and I just feel the spirit.
right.
And on top of that, I just lost my father. I just lost my father in November that just passed, right before
Condolences.
Thanksgiving.
Wow,
You
wow.
know, I appreciate it. And that was, he was another big part of my music and everything. And just having no parents now, you know what I mean? It kind of like reversed. Now it's like, yo, I just went into high mode again. Like, I always been making music. I took a break because of all the just life,
You
just
gotta
mental
take
health.
you gotta take a break,
Mental
bro.
health. Mental health is real.
Yeah, you gotta take a break. Listen, and reason why, like I said, listening to you right now, it's like this nigga talking for me or some shit like that. Because that's what this is about. Because that's been my life as well, too. Like all I know is loss. You
Hmm.
know, of people actually passing away. You know, and then
Yeah,
being from the Brooklyn streets, either somebody that's real close to me getting killed or somebody passing away from ailments. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And shit, it's times I take mental health breaks off YouTube, everything. People are, yo, listen, man, I need a break.
yeah.
I
Need a
just need to
break. Yeah,
collect myself. You know what I'm saying? Because we give
yeah,
so much of ourself to this craft. Um, because that's all I know.
yeah.
Right? That's all I know. I can't put up
Yep.
no ceiling fan. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't mow lawns. I just know how to make beats. I know how to do YouTube and I know how to do interview for real. I don't know how to do nothing else.
No doubt.
I know this tech stuff. I know that. So it's times where we go on vacations because if you go on a mental vacation, that means you're crazy. You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah,
your brain is
yeah,
somewhere else and you sitting right here, that's not always a
yeah.
good thing. You know what I'm
But
saying?
also, but also with us, get more personal with us black men. We don't talk to nobody.
You know why?
We don't talk to them, especially just remember just being younger when we went through something and we ain't talk to nobody. As soon as we out in the club or go out with our boys or something, the first thing somebody do to us, we ready to let that
Pop
stress and
on them.
steam off on somebody else.
Popping on you. Yeah.
You feel me?
I think what happened with us was we didn't we think we could drink everything away, smoke everything away, fuck everything away, or whoop somebody's ass. I think we could do that. I always express to my audience about counseling and mental health because I did it. You know what I'm saying? I went to
Yeah.
counseling, I went to therapy. And it gave me exercises that I still use every day.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
mm.
Every day. One of the biggest things I learned in counseling was what evidence do you have to support that? You know, because
Wow.
because you think it, that don't
Yeah.
mean it's real.
It don't mean it's real.
You know what I'm saying? I could be like, yo, I think that nigga scheming on me. What evidence do you have to support that he's scheming on you? Yo, I think this about to happen. Because again, just because you think it, that don't mean it's real. And there's a book called, my cousin Taz say, don't believe everything you think.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Just
no
because
doubt.
you think it, that don't mean it's real. So,
Don't mean it's real.
right. And I think what happened was reason why we can't feel like we can't talk to nobody no more because a listening ear
Hmm.
becomes a running mouth.
Yup.
You understand what I'm saying? So the minute you express something that's
If-
plaguing you, a motherfucker can't wait to throw that shit in your face. You know what I'm
Throw it
saying?
in
When
your
they're angry
face.
at you. So we
Throw it in
bottle
your
everything
face.
up and we just sitting there waiting to spontaneously combust.
And we always hear, why you don't never say nothing?
Yeah, because I can't, because y'all niggas is, you know, yeah. And but I tell people too though, music is a great outlet because of the
Hmm.
instruments, the instrumentation and different things that you hear, certain sounds are soothing. Because people like to talk about frequencies, and I'd be like, you gotta chill with the frequency talk a little bit, because the minute we put it on the internet, they squash everything. So there is no 500 hertz and all, they squash all that down. So miss me with this. This is the healing frequency. Cut it the
Yeah.
fuck out. You just trying to get money. Like, let's keep it real. They squash everything to the same frequency. There is no higher frequency on the internet
Yeah.
because they're gonna squash it. That's just what it is. But the expression, and that's what I'm saying. That's why people don't understand sometimes my passion. And I've lost so much that I was able to find myself. As weird as
Mm.
that shit sound, I lost so much, but I never lost me.
Yeah.
And I was able to find me and what my purpose is and what I was about. And I just think sometimes the passion that I have for my creativity, like, yo, bro, like I made this screen we talking on. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally made all of this. So I just feel like,
Yeah.
yo, my nigga, I'm in here busting dope. Not that you not. That don't mean I got some issue with some, but I'm just like, yo, you don't understand. I put my 10,000 hours in.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you say
And
you go back to the Triton and you go back to the ASR X and all, I understand.
hours.
Right.
Hours.
But I also
Hours.
know that when you bought some of the machines, that shit cost $3,000.
Yes.
You understand
My
what I'm
own
saying?
money.
Your
My own money.
no funding, no
You know what I
deal,
mean?
nothing.
I got a startup kit with my pop for the ASR. Yeah, that's some, you know what I mean, starter kit. But after that, he said, you on your own for the next few
Right,
days.
right,
Them
right.
joints they cost too much. I
Yeah.
said, all right,
Yeah.
cool.
Let me ask you something. Where's your music at? What is it on the streaming? Is it on all the streaming platforms?
Yeah, it's Mar-Var 13. You could just Google Mar-Var.
Okay.
It'll pop up.
What's the
Or
13?
SoundCloud. 13, that's my number. That's my birthday.
Okay.
September
Okay.
13th.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Oh, you a Virgo?
Yeah, I'm Virgo, yup.
Yo, you know it's funny because a lot of the dudes that I've been best friends with is Virgos. It's Virgo. I'm a
'Cause we
Pisces.
thorough, man.
I'm a Pisces. So they say Virgo and
Okay.
Pisces are the opposite. Like we on
Yeah.
both sides of the spectrum, but for some reason we just get along. That's
When's
ill.
your day? When's your day?
February 25th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
And the deep thing about a Pisces,
Yeah, man.
the deep thing about a Pisces, in February, you can only be a Pisces for 9 days. In February, only 9 days, because
Yeah.
it's only 28 days. So it starts at the 19th
9 days.
and end at the 28th. You a producer, so that resonates with me deep. I gotta ask you, who's your favorite producer of all time?
I have a few, but my favorite one that influenced me a lot was DJ Premier.
Mm.
Um, um, growing up, I love Marley Mar. Um, um, which Beat Miners. I'm trying to get deep. I'm trying to go back.
Right, right,
Beat
right, right.
Miners. Havoc, RZA. Like I love all them cats. My man with the Digging and Craze crew, Diamond D.
Buck Wild.
Um,
That's my bro. Yeah.
yeah, man.
Lord
Like
Finesse. Yeah, they got a few in Digging in the Crazy. They got Buck Wild,
yeah,
Lord Finesse, and
Lord
Diamond D.
Finesse. Yep.
And
And I think
Showbiz.
I think Diamond D show. Yeah, I think
And
Diamond D
Showbiz, yeah.
showed Premier, taught Premier how to use the machine. I
Right,
believe.
right.
If I'm right, but once I heard the way how Premier was like taking samples and just making it like art, it just
Mm-hmm.
kind of really like, you know, I mean, hit Pete Rock too. Like it's so many,
That's my
but
goal.
but Premier just always was that one. Plus, I had one of my homies was a big Gangstar fan,
Mm.
so every time they drop something, I'm always he's like, yo, check this out. And I'm listening like, yo, the beats is
Yeah,
crazy, yo.
different.
Like,
Very
wow.
different. Very, very its own
Different. Like how
style.
you just
Yeah.
yeah, it was just different, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, even when I was like in RZA stuff, it was like hearing his stuff to hearing Premier to hearing Pete, like that was like some of the golden times of hip hop for me.
Right, right.
You know,
Did RZA, this is the thing about me and RZA early on. It was a little weird to me, not the sound. It was that some of the shit wasn't on beat.
yeah.
No, it should
It was
drive me crazy. It should drive me crazy, bro. Because I come from being a DJ, right? So you gotta be on when you blend in or even when you back
yeah,
spinning. And then when you making a beat, I'm very, 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 I don't even know how to pronounce how on beat it shit gotta be. Like it gotta be tight. And when he had it like not on beat,
yeah, it's
I
all
was like,
drops.
damn, man. Like, but
You didn't like that?
no, I didn't like it.
See, and me, I thought it was creative. I'm like, oh shit, this shit ain't like this shit over here. I'm like,
Right.
ah.
Like, nah, like, bro, I don't know. It had to fall right to me because, you know, my introduction to production was Trackmasters. I came through them.
Okay.
So I'm with Trackmasters all the time. The Easy Mo B move around the corner from me. He coming to the crib every day. Easy Mo B. Aguilar coming to the crib all the time. So it's like I'm around these producers that's on it.
Yeah.
So when that came out, I was like, yo, he don't hear that's off beat? Yo, she used to drive me crazy. I'm telling you, to be like, yo, I love this beat. But that's when I started realizing different intricacies of the music that made more sense, you know, because you think if a band plays, you know, back in the days, the Jackson 5 and all them bands, they was all in one room jamming.
Yeah.
You could fall behind a little bit on the keys. You know what I'm saying? But you don't pay attention to it that much. But I used to think because it was live, but I'm like, yo, how you use a damn drum machine or a sequencer and it's off and you don't just transpose it just a little bit? Just I used to be like, yo, one notch over, that shit would have been tight. But then as I started understanding, I get it. I get it.
But what you saying, me too. I would have got grinded up by my pop.
This
If
is
he'd
what
heard me making a beat like that.
this
He's
what
like,
I'm
yo, man, nah, they ain't how it's
Yeah,
just
it's
one,
off.
2, 1, 2. I'm like, yo.
Yep.
Then I hit him with, yo, it's hip hop. There ain't no rules.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because see, this was the thing, right? So I was off the measure. I know I had the 1/4, 1/4 triplet, 1/8, 1/8 triplet, 1/16, 1/16 triplet, then 132 triplet. Then you just had turn the quantizing off. You know what I'm saying? I didn't never do no beats with the quantizing off.
Wow.
I never did a beat with the quantizing off. Because if one snare was out of place, it would drive me. It would just, yo, I couldn't do it, bro.
And that's how I feel about using Logic. Logic, I'll be like, yo, because I'm used to the MP. The MP, that's an automatic quantity. You can play it whatever. The MP gonna put that joint on them, on the spot wherever they think is the right spot, and it's gonna sound good.
Somebody gonna come on and say, Logic do that too. Watch. You didn't go to YouTube University for Logic?
Who, me?
Yeah, you probably got to go
No,
look up.
I got the joint. I got the
No, I'm saying you
I got
probably got to go to some YouTube pages or tutorials of people telling you how to do that. Because I bet you it's the way Logic do. That's
Nah, it is.
yeah,
It's the way you do it, but I just ain't. I'm so used to. I got the MP still and all that.
yeah.
I could, and plus I know how to mimic it with the volume without having to
Right,
do
right,
all
right,
that
right,
anyway.
right.
You know what I mean?
What's your favorite drum break?
My favorite drum break. It gotta probably be the one that's probably most used. The probably from the honey dippers,
Honey drippers.
honey drippers,
Impeach the president.
impeach the president. Yup.
It's always impeach the president or substitution.
Because there's so many different type of breaks you could make out of that joint. But the main joint was the joint. Ain't that the joint from Come and Talk to Me remix?
Absolutely. But guess what
Yeah.
else it is too?
Uh-huh.
It's top billing by
See?
MC the
See?
Nine. People call me Mill. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom,
See,
boom. That's
it's so
top
many
billing.
songs they use that drum so many times.
The top billing is Impeach the president. Yeah.
I wonder, do they get from just using the drums? Do they get sample credit?
Absolutely. especially
Okay.
especially a famous drum break like that. Absolutely,
They
bro.
all right. They okay then.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's also the bridge. MC Shan, the bridge. That's
Bridge, yup.
that's the drum break too. Even
It's probably South Bronx too.
it's make the music with your mouth biz. Marley used that shit a lot of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of time. So are you a digger? Do you dig for samples or like what's your process like now?
I'm a digger.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
dig.
yeah.
You'll find me probably in New Zealand somewhere in their collection.
Right.
Like, damn, what they got out there? What you got out Australia? What
Right.
you got out Japan on it? What's old rare from Japan stuff? Like, I like it ain't just American.
Right,
You
right,
got
right.
South Brazil.
Don't say that again, because you're gonna give the secrets away. So we back. The technology wasn't really liking us real quick, but you know, we gonna make it happen. We technical guys. So do you have any upcoming events, upcoming projects that you either got out or you got something going on?
Right now, I got my single Day by Day. It's out right now on all platforms.
Okay.
Day by Day, Mar-Var, produced by Mar-Var. I have another single I'm trying to push soon, hopefully by summertime. It's called Bubble. It's a little shaky butt type joint, you know what I mean? For the shorties. Trying, with my man Graf on there, featuring
Okay.
Graf, homie.
My bro.
I got my beat battles I do every last Sunday of the month. It's called Mar-Var Beat Battles. Any producers that's interested in coming down to feature anything you have or be a part of the battle, or if you want to battle some of the producers, we have a lot down here. You know what I mean? You can come on through. You know what I mean? Reach out to Mar-Var.
What's the best point of contact? Instagram?
Yeah, Instagram. You can reach me, message me, DM me on Instagram, Mar-Var13, or Facebook, Mar-Var. Or you could DM my business partner, Mr. Kevin Washington at gmail.com.
So your Instagram is MARVAR 13.
13.
Okay.
Yep.
That'll be the first hit. So his single and his Instagram will be the first pinned comment on this video. So that's the best way to get in contact with him.
Yep. And also, just to end out the path of where I was going, I also started acting too, man. So, you know what I mean? I was in a couple shows. I was in this Marvel movie. I'm in this show called Neon Joe Werewolf Hunter. You know what I mean? Did some extra work back there. So I'm constantly moving with the all-around entertainment vibe. You know, it's just evolved from just being a rapper or a producer. I'm just trying to be known as an all-around entertainer.
Understood.
So when y'all see me, y'all know what y'all know y'all can get anything. Y'all know what y'all can get.
Understood. All right, bro. So I'm curious now because I'm about to go to the gym. So I'm gonna throw your playlist on and I just want to vibe out because you got me hype off the production. And that's my favorite thing. And I like people who gonna sit there and do their production. One last question about producers who produce their own music and rhyme to it. Do you consider yourself a rapper or a producer?
Like I said, I just try to consider myself as an entertainer,
Okay.
a person that could do it, or you could get whatever you need done. I'm gonna do it.
Right. Okay. How
You
do you
know,
pick what beat to rap to though? Because I know you make certain beats. That's what I wanted to ask you. I know it's certain beats you make that you be like, this is fire, but I don't want to rap to it.
um, it's just a feeling. You know,
Okay.
I just usually when I'm creating, I'm already thinking of some songs or words in my head as I'm creating the beat for myself or for whoever I'm gonna showcase the production to.
Right.
You know, because usually a lot of artists love when when the production is coming already tailored,
Right.
already have a hook, already have the idea or whatever. They just love that because you want to give the especially an industry artist, you want to try to give them as less work they have to do as possible. You
Right.
know.
Right. Let me tell you something about me in production that drives me crazy.
Uh
I hate when people do what they want to on one of my beats and it ain't what I heard.
huh.
That shit drive me crazy, bro. I be like, yo, this nigga just fucked my beat up, man.
Okay, I feel I get them type of vibes
You
too.
understand what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah,
know
no,
what you heard, but this
yeah,
nigga talk about fucking, cattle and fucking and buffalo and so like, yo, what are you talking about, bro? Like that's not what the beat is telling you to do.
I got
Sometimes
it.
the beat
I
tell you
got
what to do. Go ahead.
I got another one for you. From me being like you said, rapping and producing.
Mm-hmm.
When when I make the beat and I let a person hear it and then they turn it down or just say this ain't the one, then I do my song over it. A few months later, they hear me my song over it.
Why you ain't play me
Then
then?
they'll say to me, why I always try to keep the hot beats for myself.
Yeah. Or why you ain't play me that one? I played it
Like,
for you
yo,
first.
but that it goes to show that you can play whatever, it's just people visions are not the same.
Right.
When you got a different vision for something, it's not gonna it's you know it ain't gonna align how sometimes the creator made it and was thinking in their own mind.
That with
So
that to me too, bro. And also I'm like, yo, don't sit on none of my beats, man. Like
yeah,
I get that shit to you. You better write to it. Don't be like, yo, I'm still living with it. Yo, my nigga, it's a vibe. Did you catch the
yeah,
vibe or no? That's that.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? As soon as listen, when the beat come on, you probably got about 11 seconds to move me. Them drums better kick in a certain way. It better
yeah,
be an ill sample. It better be something. I'm not sitting here listening to no haikus, no spoken word, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And if you mess up, that's what it was with the RZA shit. If you mess up my bop, if
yeah,
you mess up my hip hop bop, I sometimes I just don't like the beat. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be real with you. When I don't like the beat, I don't care what you're saying. That's just
yeah.
me though. I'm just yo. I don't like that beat. I don't care what you
No,
saying,
I'm the
bro.
same way.
Yeah,
I'm the
like
same way.
yo,
I can't get into it if the beat ain't right.
I don't care what you saying.
And
And
I
go ahead.
like and me personally,
Mhm.
I like basic stuff, yo.
Right.
Cause I like my words and what I'm saying the stand out. I don't want too much, I don't like too much musical or too much things happening in the production. I want me and the beat to be one. Where
And you're
you
another
could be like, all
instrument.
right,
You're another instrument to the beat.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's so a lot of people like, especially when if I'm in the studio and I'm working with another producer and they ask me to try to like work with them,
Hmm.
make a beat or something, whatever. I probably started out, and when we stop, I'll be like, "Yo, that's it. We don't need no
Yeah,
more."
yeah. No, not no
They want to
100
add
tracks. Yeah.
this,
As
that.
as
It's like,
shakers
yo,
and
stop.
triangles and shit. Yeah, nah, my
Yeah, we don't
nigga.
need
Yeah.
all that. You can add all that later on if you
Yeah.
feel like that. But right now, leave
But
it
but
right
I
here.
well, because I see what you're saying, because I think when you give somebody production, it should be almost like a skeleton. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And then they might have said something at a bar or something where you like, oh, because that's what drops used to be for.
Yep.
And being the fact that niggas don't do drops because nobody really got the stems no more. Everybody giving rhyming the two tracks.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Cause there's some part where the beat used to just drop out. You know what I'm saying? But maybe the bass line was still playing. Then the drums kick. That's where they really mess music up when everybody rhyming the two tracks. That's just the truth. The beat gotta be tracked out, man. You know what I'm saying? Because oh man, I could go on for days. So
But I'm gonna get
uh-huh.
my man to send you some recent tracks because a
Okay.
lot of stuff on Google I'm gonna tell you this also, man. I'm not no technology type dude when it came to uploading files,
Right, right,
uploading. Yo, we ain't from that. I'm from coming
right,
to your face, coming to your hood,
right,
coming to
right,
wherever you at. Yo, we got blah, 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 blah. What you want? What
right,
you want? You know what I mean? Nowadays, it's like even going to the record labels, we sit there, they hear the talent, they sit there, looking at their phone, whatever, looking at your views, how many followers you got. I'm like, yo,
right,
I come to you to get more followers. I'm the
right.
talent. You know what I mean?
Those days is
But they
over,
like,
bro.
man, we need, man, you need to have 100,000 followers and at least 100,000 looks every John, and we could talk that. I'm like, yo, they ain't my steez, man. But you know, also live by the rules of, you know, how you treat me now. Just make sure I charge them different on the way back around. You
Right.
know what I mean?
And if I could give you one bit of advice, do you have a YouTube page?
Yeah.
Okay. Being that you're a producer, you have an advantage. Your
Hmm.
advantage is this. And I tell everybody do this to do this, and nobody takes me up and listen. But I'm gonna tell you why what I'm saying is valid, because you is somebody who watch. The best thing you can do is show your creative process as a producer.
Mm.
Because you watch Rhythm Roulette,
Yeah.
right? You
Yeah.
watch all them Just Blaze making them beat. You watch beat making videos. So why
Uh-huh.
wouldn't you make a beat making video so people could watch you?
Yeah, that's what I'm on. That's the next step. I like that. That's the next
Every
step.
producer, I keep saying, yo, why you don't show yourself making beats? So I'm starting to think you don't make them. Because it ain't nothing to prop up a phone and because you could record everything. If you could sit on your phone and watch porn and spank your monkey all day, every day, my nigga, put your art out there.
Now you're right. You're
Put
right.
your art out there. Cause you see, when we talking about, you know, quantization and all of that, that's
Yeah.
different. That's a different language, bro. When
Yeah.
we talking tempos, when we talk, that shit is a different language.
Now
Everybody don't get it.
if I couldn't talk that language, then you would have to doubt, like, hold on, I don't know. I gotta see this dude make a beat. I don't
This
know if
is
he
what I'm
up to date.
saying, because it's
Yeah.
like, yo, I don't believe a lot of guys. Like, yo, man,
Me either.
I come from the trenches of it. And again, I remember having to chop samples, chop. Like, this shit ain't fair. I gotta chop this right here. Damn, this might be a little different speed. Or I remember the records that I used to hate the most was like doo-wop records.
Yeah.
Because not doo-wop. Doom, doom, doom. It might be doo-wop where like the snare is not, yo, why that snare drop right there? But I might like the sample, you know what I'm saying? Because remember, we come up in an era where it was, it
Yep.
wasn't, it wasn't none of
Yep.
that shit. Now you hear all the
Yeah.
stuff that's going on. I'm like, yo, that's not how drummers play drums.
Nah, it's technology, man.
Technology, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like the
Technology.
technology. That's why I was saying about
Crazy.
that offbeat shit. I'd be like,
Yo, I
yo,
was hating though. I ain't going front, yo. I was hating when niggas, not for real. I was hating when I even got a song about this shit. But I was hating when I used to, like the early 2000s.
Fruity
I
Loops.
used to go to these niggas'
They
cribs
have
and
Fruity Loops.
they be pushing buttons. Boop,
Fruity
boop,
Loops. Yeah, it's
boop.
Fruity Loops. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Fruity
And they be
Loops.
playing like, yo, this my beat. I
Yeah.
say, yo,
Yeah.
fuck out of here.
I
I say,
gotta
yo, I'm
tap them
sitting
pads. I
here.
gotta tap the pads.
Yeah, I'm sitting here playing the keys, hitting the pads, you know what I mean, doing all this. You just do. I just call it. I was hating, but you know what I mean. It was just just seeing evolution happen in my face.
Right,
It
right,
was kind
right.
of different, and we wasn't used to that type of stuff. We was used to a certain way of
Do
doing
you see
things
what they
for a
doing
long
now?
time.
They're
Huh?
dragging and dropping samples. They got sample packs and they dragging and dropping the sample and then dragging the drums on it and then just changing the drum patterns because it's like 100 of them. And they like, yo, I just made a beat. No, you did. You just dragged and dropped. That's
Nah,
not making the beat.
you ain't make nothing,
You
man.
ain't make nothing. But bro, I gotta bring you back because we gotta talk production. You in the studio. I want to see you in front of that keyboard one day. We gotta set that
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
We gotta
yeah. We
set
gonna
that
set
up.
it. Maybe next time I could be in front of the keyboard and do something live real fast.
Exactly, because that, like I said, these are my favorite interviews. When I got
Yeah.
you, so I'm gonna tell you right now, this is for the next wave, but I have a production sections on here. So I got Evil D, I
Uh-huh.
got Ty Fife, I got Eric Sermon, I got
Okay.
High Tech, all on here that I interview. You going in that section with them.
All
Oh,
right,
I
that's
got
love.
Aguilar
That's
too.
love.
But then why I didn't put, see, now I got Aguilar. Oh, yeah, I got more people, all producers. This is my, oh, damn, I got Easy Mo B too. I didn't even put him in the section.
And they all producers I know and I respect.
Right.
And kind of, yo, it's like a lot like a lot of hip hop. A lot of guys in hip hop producers and rappers, they my teachers. It was like I was telling somebody the other day. I said, "Yo, it was like having online courses
Right.
before online."
Right.
You know what I mean? Because
Right.
you learning while you looking, you learning. And I'm from here, like not too far, but still, like you heard, ain't nobody from here was popping like mainstream and nothing. So we all had to go outside and just learn from outside cats to
Right.
be able to bring this up the way we brought it.
Right. So give them your social media one more time.
Yo, it's Mar-Var. Facebook is Mar-Var, Marvar. IG is Mar-Var13, Mar13.
What's your YouTube?
YouTube is Mar-Var. Everything is Mar-Var,
Everything going to
Marvar.
be in the first pin comment. So, yo, bro, when I hit you to come back, just have some time for me. You know what I'm saying? Just have some
I'm
time
ready.
for it. I'm gonna let
ready
you know,
for it.
yo, I need you in front of that keyboard. I need you this, that, and the third. Because I love production. Like I like, man, listen, I be here, like
Yeah.
all the beats you hear on everything, I make everything myself. You know what I'm
No
saying?
doubt.
I score
doubt.
everything. So I appreciate you.
I may need to hear something too. Maybe you could you know what I mean?
That's the easy
Throw something
part.
on the EP, on my EP or something.
That's
you know what I mean?
the easy part. But after I do my album, I owe myself my own album. The name of my album is called "They Pull Me Back In." You know what I'm saying?
No
So
doubt.
after I get
doubt.
that, I do. But I appreciate you. Shout out to homie for setting this up. What's his name?
Yeah.
Keith Washington.
No, Kev.
Kev. I'm calling him a goddamn the
Keith
kissing.
Washington.
Yeah, I'm calling him the kissing you singing nigga. What the fuck that nigga man?
Yo, check it though.
Uh-huh.
Don't even sweat it, because this dude messes up people's names all the time.
Oh, okay, all right,
You
Kev.
good,
So
yo.
yeah. I just called him too to let him know that I gotta say your new name. So yo, I appreciate you, bro. Have
No
fun in
doubt.
the studio. And like I
right.
said, you get any videos or anything, send them to me and shit like that. And I'm make sure I definitely support you. But I'm going to listen though. I'm telling you
Okay.
now. I'm gonna DM you. Yeah.
The one thing that I can say before we go that got me to where I'm at now and got me to lasting this long is be able to take criticism. Criticism helps build you. You ain't supposed to take criticism in a bad way. Take criticism in a positive light.
All right. Let me give you one thing about criticism. If I say give me criticism, you look for something to criticize.
Criticize.
So
yeah.
I will just say, what you think of this?
Got you.
And if you like it or you don't like it, that's it.
Yeah.
But some people like it, but they'll say, right there, they look for something. See, just a difference. Sometimes I hear shit and I be like, that's it. And then some things, again, that's imperfect.
Yeah.
That's what made it perfect.
Make it perfect, exactly.
Because if we was thinking about perfect, then there would be no Wu-Tang.
Well,
It was the imperfections that's what made it perfect. So I don't mind criticism, but I could take criticism from somebody who's even this. Let me give you this. When people used to ask me what I think about their music, I used to ask them, who do you want to answer? The producer, the consumer, or the artist? Because the producer, if I don't like the beat, I don't like the record.
Yeah.
But as a consumer, I cannot listen with the ears of the producer and say whether it's good or not. So I tell people that too. Who do you want to listen right now? Because the producer, if I don't like the beat, this shit trash to me.
Yeah.
I just put out an episode yesterday where I said when Fetty Wap played Trap Queen for me the first time, I was like, next 2 weeks, it was #1 on Billboard.
Yeah. Yo, and I tell people that another guy, one of the guys, I guess he felt like he lost the beat battle we had, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I said, yo, ain't nobody lose. This is just for a show.
Right.
I said, yo, you know how many people that I heard on the radio was like, yo, that beat trash. It's hits. They hits.
Right.
What my personal opinion don't mean anything.
Absolutely.
Don't mean anything, man.
Keep pushing.
Keep pushing.
Keep pushing.
I know I ain't gonna hold you.
No. We both got work to do. And when we talk, when we get into this talk,
I'm gonna get my man to send the stuff over to you.
Do that for me right now.
Stuff so you can get more updated stuff and feel with the vibes.
But listen, me, I go back, I go in the middle, I go to where we at today. But I could feel the vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like, because That's just all I want to do. I just want to do some cardio and just listen to what you got. So Mar-Var, I appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Make sure I follow you on social media. And remember, the first pinned comment of this video will be all his contacts. And let's support. And this
Support,
is for the
y'all.
new people.
Hey, you want to be a part of the next wave? Then hit me up at info@doggiediamondstv.com. That's right, email info@doggiediamondstv.com. Let's see if you got what it takes.